All right.
All right. Back
So,
at the commentator
Tom,
booth here.
we have to hold your hand again today?
Nah, it's okay. I'm good to go. Austria now coming to the next game of the day. Austria here playing in blue against Canada in white at the 2019 Underwater Rugby World Championship here in Graz, Austria. So the home team from the home crowd against the Canadians. And we can see the coach there of the team, Jan Kinneman, hyping his own team.
They are in the Group B together with... They were together with... Now they're... So we are now in the crossing.
We're now in the pre-rounds for the crossing games. Austria playing Canada now to go upwards and advance to play against Sweden. Winner of Group D, as far as I know.
Yes.
Oh no, Finland. Sorry, Finland is up there.
No. This is still not in the order. This is
so
not in the correct order.
No, it's against Germany. We talked about it.
Yeah,
Austria versus
exactly.
Germany.
Yes.
German man successfully meeting the Austrians here today.
Let's see.
Now the Austrians here already starting their chants in the hall. I think we're looking towards a good game. I think the Austrians here, after what we've seen so far, a bit on the advantage. We'll see how we perform against the Canadians.
You think that's a little bit the favorite team, to put it in a way.
Canada taking the third seed in the group, Austria picking up the second seed here, and after a strong game against the Danish women's national team.
3-2, I remember, 2 days ago, I think.
Yes. My pulse is still elevated.
We have also the male team of Canada there supporting the women team.
Can you differentiate between two fans, red and white versus red and white?
Well, there's a red maple leaf, so that gives a hint.
Just a slight one.
Yeah.
All right, moving into the game.
So Canada won this.
One is from off.
Yeah, but lost it. So
moving out immediately, Denise Schmutz, the captain for the Austrians today, going immediately for the basket. Oh, there is a referee call. The clock didn't start. Oh, that is a pity. The clock didn't start. And sound for the referee not working.
Oh yeah, that's such a start.
Very good start for the Austrians here. Yeah, now it's working. All right, repeat of the start of the game.
So now they have the chance to make it better.
Potentially. We'll see how they do the second time.
You know, the team of Canada has 11 players only. Yeah. Among them, just 3 attackers. The rest are defenders and goalkeepers.
Usually you only stay with 3 goalkeepers if you're not
I know.
with,
that's what I mentioned it, because it's interesting approach.
11 players, yeah. But the Canadian forechecker is apparently the strongest on the team. The other positions need to have more. And we would like to have a picture of underwater. Thank you. Oh, now the swimming won by the Canadians here, but Austria moving forward and being scrummed up immediately, though.
Yeah.
Moving up.
We have 2 Canadians on the
going forward right away, but being
keeping
the
ball.
Now pass forward to number 91, Nisa Baladim, who's moving on to the Canadian basket immediately, trying to push through, but can't just get through in here. But now yet again, number 52, Teresa Vihanium going forward. Quick pass downward. Stephanie Tomschitz here, the forward, moving on to the US basket, but there's the call by the referee. Some very energetic fans here.
They're using us as a drum.
Don't use the commentator's booth as a drum, please.
Sorry, it's just funny. We are sitting in here, and it's just, it's so loud.
Now free throw for Canada. But immediate detective, well done here, number 86, Stephanie Tomschitz. But passing
Yeah,
downwards, nobody there to receive the ball.
That's a pity, because
Yeah.
he really hold it for a little bit. And Canada is trying to get
Canada
closer
moving forward now, trying to move on
to
to the
Austria.
Austrian basket.
They need to move a little bit more, the ones that don't have the ball.
Sabrina here taking up away the ball from the Canadian squad. I think I have to take the Canadian names closer to me because I know the Austrian squad well. So now moving forward, Elizabeth Weiss here to get on the count together. Nausicaa Teka, number 93, moving in.
That's a good attack.
And
I mean,
it's a good attack here.
really
Now
have
the
it,
Canadian
but the
basket
goalie
stolen away, but the goalie got the ball and move up here to the surface. Well done by the Canadians to recover from this attack of the Austrians, but Isabella Diem here going straight for the Canadian ball carrier, number 29, Adriana Rodriguez. And yes, that was the correct name, even though she's got 4. I'm getting fluent in Spanish here.
Yeah.
Now Canada moving forward again. Adriana Rodriguez passing the ball towards left. Nobody yet in position properly, but still recovered by the Canadians. And a good attack here by Sabrina Scheuer, who's still going.
Canada, yeah, they're having really troubles to get closer to the basket. I mean, so far, Austria has been a little bit more aggressive and have a, more danger in the basket, but still there's a lot of common core in
attack
there.
Here by Stephanie Tomschitz moving forward and a quick pass behind her back. And Ann-Christine Wille here going straight for the basket, but the defender being in place. Can she pass the ball downward to one of the teammates? Yeah, now to get being in position. Moving upwards.
Great defense from the defender, but still.
She can't quite get hold of the ball, and nice pressure downwards. Oh, and the goalkeeper taking the ball, and the attacker moving upwards.
Amazing save from Canada.
Against Teresa Wihan, who was underneath the basket, couldn't push him up. Oh, now Ann-Christine Wille moving in, the goal empty, but the ball dropping into the onto the belly of the defender, and Canada can hold on here against the Austrian attacks.
Let's see what I think call of the referee.
And there's a stop by the referee.
Holding without ball.
Holding
that was really
Austria.
A lot of luck in there, and Canada needs to get into position a bit better. A little bit sooner. Otherwise,
the pass down was very good, but she can't
go forever like this.
It was a little bit of a. She had the hand on the ball, but Teresa was not able to push it in properly.
Great done. The only thing is, this is not the system. You want to have more
structure.
Yeah.
You want to have it a little bit more secure. Ann-Christine Wille here ripping out the ball and moving forward immediately. Number 81 here.
No, 18.
18. So I was thinking no 81 on the squad. Sabrina Scheuer passing downwards. Good pass onto the bottom. Now movement onto the goal. Denise Schmutz here trying to move in, and a quick pass downward. And now Ann-Christine Wille here with the first score for the Austrians. And Wolf doing as a service here on cleanup duty.
The 8.
Beautiful movement. Number 8, Ann-Christine Wille. She brought us nuts. Very nice of her.
So that we comment and say nice things about her? No.
For the best commentators and comments. Thank you, Ann-Christine, for the little snack.
Nuts.
Now back into the game. Canada trying to move forward, but immediately being stopped here by the Austrian forechecking. Austrian woman here moving on to forwards, and they're back in possession here off the ball. Quick pass here towards number 91 Isabella Diem, moving onwards onto the Canadian basket. Sabrina Scheuer here placing herself underneath and now going in onto the Canadian basket. Nice placement here on the left side. Not seen the number yet.
Couldn't get space enough to attack, and now it's tackled away by one of the players of the Canadian team.
Trying to move onto the basket. Coach now with different starting
5.
12.
Isabel Bernard really got the ball and now is swimming towards the other basket.
By the captain Denise Schmutz working onto her, and Teresa Wihan trying to move on with the ball. Spinning around, but doesn't have anybody to pass to. If she could loosen the ball. Bit here now, Canadian fans, but we would love to be in the action more rather than the fans. Sorry, fans. moving back in here on the goal.
We need a
number 5.
forechecker there. Well, great. I mean, the goalies are very good at recovering the ball.
Good job
That
by
means
the
that the
goalkeepers, and
Austrian
now well recovered here by
players need to pay more attention when they're attacking.
Priscilla. Maybe
No,
that's a triple first name. I'd go Isabel Marie Priscilla Bernard.
Yes,
Bernard is the last name.
Yeah, Bernard is the last name.
So Isabella Bernard here moving forward, but immediately ripped off by the Austrian trees. We are now passing downwards to William Erbers, who's trying to move in onto the basket. Denise Schmutz here slowing down the pace of the game a bit by passing downwards. Number 9, Philipp Wattenstein, who's moving in onto the basket now. But defender here being in place, Denise Wattenstein trying to come in from above. Trying to pass downwards, but nice pass here. In from above, and Billy Evans here trying to come in from above as well, but nobody placed underneath the basket yet now. And Christine Wheeler has to move upwards.
We have now the Canadian team recovering the ball, passing it, but sadly was got lost. So now
covered by Daniela Neuthoff, who's moving on to the basket immediately.
One against one. Let's see if she can grab the ball.
But the goalkeeper getting a hold on to her, but Christine Wheeler in place underneath the basket together with Sophie Bartenstein, who's able to regain possession of the ball here for the Austrians.
Now the goalie alone,
up, but now
that's risky.
Number 12, now Elisabeth Weiss not moving on to the basket immediately, and Austria trying to move in again to the Canadian basket. Sabrina Scheuer here and Stephanie Tomschitz already in position, but the Canadians doing very well, holding on to the Austrian forwards who are trying to move in onto the basket.
They need to move the ball out of there. I mean, they're just too long on their basket, and that's going to be very extenuous, and eventually it's going to get more difficult to defend.
Chancey Marlene Trottier here passing the ball downwards, and the Canadian on the bottom of the pool to receive it. Hannah Hammerson here. Hammerson, yeah. Sorry, the Canadian names are quite new to me. Haven't shoutcasted yet. Number 5 again, moving forward, Isabella Bernard.
I'm just helping here with some commas.
Elizabeth Gerard-Pessina passing backwards, number 12, Malene McDonald's. Ooh, there's a call by the referee. Holding free throw against the Canadians here. Austria now being back in possession of the ball. Yet another wave coming for the Canadian basket. Canada defending here very well against the Austrian
timeout.
team.
The captain is asking for a timeout. This is a wide decision. We are half time of the first time of the game, and it has been very, very exhausting. They have been defending well, but not always into position, and a lot of it was based on half luck, half, tackling the players away. So there was always the 1 second almost where the goal could have happened. So they need to regroup and try to be more disciplined and in time. And then eventually need to start counter-attacking. We have been all the time in their baskets. I mean, we move a little bit in the middle at the beginning. They were coming back and forth in the middle of the pool. But then eventually Austria stay here on the Canadian basket and keep coming in waves.
Austria very solid here with the forecheck against the Canadians. Canada allows have a lot of trouble moving forward, and as soon as they are going closer to the thirds of the Austrians, Austrian moving up with them immediately, snatching away the ball. But Austria so far not 100% able to move onto the basket entirely, not having people in position sometimes. So attack patterns not as fluid as they could or should be. It's more an individual effort here by the Austrian women than very coordinated attack so far. But now Steffi Thompson moving forward, losing the ball to Ann-Christine Wille here immediately onto the Canadians, recovering the ball for the Austrians. Now going forward together with the captain Denise Schmutz here. But there's the call by the referee.
What is?
2-minute penalty.
For who? I can't see.
Austria.
Can we hear the referee?
That's definitely cool.
Apparently they hear our breathing, so we have to readjust our microphone so you can hear, but I don't know
We
how.
are so sorry.
Or we stop breathing, like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I think it's just when
I'm
when
gonna
we
hold my breath now.
sometimes every now and then we breathe a little bit
Yeah, you have to
deeper.
breathe in a bit deeper from
Yeah,
time to time.
sorry, we try not to. Okay, we have now
Denise Schmutz here recovering
one
the ball from the Canadians,
Austrian
but the Canadians holding on to the ball quite heavily.
out. I mean, Austria is with 5 in the water, okay?
Yeah.
So let's see if Canada can achieve at least to get closer to the basket. If they cannot do it now, then it's
Yes, FIBA.
going to get difficult.
Isabella Wiebe moving forward into the corner. 2 players on the basket. She has to move in now immediately. Even though there are 5 players pressing onto the basket of the Canadians, but nobody here to pass downwards to.
That's a pity. Yeah.
And the Canadians now ripping. Oh, the ball floated down, but here recovery.
The goalie
For the
just
Austrians,
went.
Elizabeth Schwartz here going for the ball, dropping it downwards. Good recovery here by Denise Schmutz, who is going in for the goalkeeper now immediately, trying to rip her off and trying to move downwards, but nobody plays underneath the basket. Against 3 players now, Teresa Wihan coming in from above, trying to do the same thing, getting the neck hold here, but can't just quite move in. Now it's replacement here on the other side of the basket. Can she drop the ball downwards to the corner? Yes, the ball dropped downwards. Can they put...
That was a shoulder in the basket.
There's the call by the referee.
Yes.
Yes, shoulder in the basket.
Penalty.
That's the penalty for Austria.
Holding.
No.
Penalty shoot. Shoulder in the basket.
The late call here by the ref, call here by the refs underwater, giving advantage, signaling it back. Now we're going for the penalty. Not quite sure who will take it yet.
Number 10, Diana Martinez, it looks like it's going to
Number 10 here for the Canadians.
go for the...
Only one.
Maybe the captain. Ann-Christine Wille here going for the penalty for the Austrians. Defending for the Canadians.
Micros are too low? Okay. Because I put it away from my mouth so you don't hear my ear. Okay, now let me know.
Danke Karin für die Info.
Okay.
Now the penalty here, Ann-Christine Wille trying to move in and to the Canadian basket now.
Okay.
Push away. Ball security by Ann-Christine Wille. That's the second goal here for Austria. During the penalty time, playing 5 against 4.
2-0.
Number 8.
Good attempt here by Ann-Christine Wille for this penalty. For the Austrian fan crowd as well as the Canadian fan crowd.
They are using a snorkel like as a trumpet, or did I so wrong?
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially, right? Okay, so we have
20
Canada trying to pass and see if they can approach the Austrian basket. It's been more and more difficult.
Only 14
Austria
seconds,
still with
10%
5 in the water. I want to remind that.
Sabrina
And
Schreier
then
here
counter-attack.
moving forward. Now a good counter attack here from number 95, Bill Mevas, who's moving forward. And then Nantafir trying to hold on the ball, but 2 Canadian forwards here trying to go off them now. Well done here by number 13, Hannah Hermansen, removing the ball, but immediately being attacked by Austrians here. Billy Mevas here going straight for the ball carrier yet again.
So now we have...
and a good attack here now from underneath. Steffi Tomschitz attacking the goalkeeper, Elisabeth Weiss here.
We have all the team there.
To go for the goalkeeper as well, but being dragged out with good rip here. And there's the call by the referee.
What happened?
Might be shoving. There was somebody laying underneath the basket. It might be a shoving penalty.
Free throw for Canada.
Wide free throw.
Free throw for Canada.
Apart, I mean, I would say maybe calling or pushing without, because I think it was the situation with the defenders and the attacker that were away from the ball.
Yeah, that might have been at the basket. Somebody laying there, a bit of shoving. Classic.
So, okay, and some, nope, that was
might be a
2 meter
here.
situation,
Yeah.
and yep, we have a finger being pointed
Yep.
at.
2 meters.
Bubble, 2 meters. Get away from
The
goal
ball
carrier.
has to arrive to the player, and then you can enter the zone. It's not when the ball leaves the player, but also it has to arrive first, and then
There's
or
some-
right in the moment you can. But the ball has to touch the hands of the receiver before you can enter the zone.
there are a lot of players who start swimming from a bit outside of the middle surface, so they just hit
Yeah.
full swimming speed when the referee is starting the signal. It's a bit of a tricky move to execute, but the ACB are now moving nicely underneath the basket of the Canadians. Trying to twist around, and the ball stays in the ranks of the offense here so far. Number 44, Neil Montefiore, here passing downwards.
The 93 is pushing with the ball a little bit there.
And also Gateka here trying to move in from underneath now. The Canadians swarming their own basket now. Gateka trying to find somebody to pass to, but the ball just dropping down now. And a couple of players.
Oh, they
moved by a
didn't
couple
see
of the
it.
hands of a couple of players. Oh, and Denise Mutze going for the ball immediately. Canadians a bit baffled by not having any resistance against them.
Look at, you have to look down and up.
Trying to go for the ball again.
Always first look down and at head. I mean, this is a
Oh,
mistake
Denise
of
Mutze
them.
here with the pickoff. Passing it forward to Steffi Tomčić, who's moving towards the goalkeeper immediately. Good move here, but the goalkeeper spinning around wants to
The
escape
captain,
the collapse.
Rose Abri.
Rose Avery, well done here.
They're fighting again in the corner, and Austria really managed to be within 5 meters distance of the Canadian basket,
Up and down.
losing and recovering the ball.
Now to Gateka recovering the ball here. Screen trying now moving in underneath. Can catch the ball, can move it forward underneath the basket yet. Swimming around, and there's Steffi Tomčić trying to provide a screen. Oh, the goalkeeper moving away a bit there, open up a little bit of space, but the defender able to grab the ball just as the Austrian attacker Stefan wanted to put it in. Now being clutched away here at surface. Game still going for another 2 minutes here, and Austria permanently in the Canadian half, pressing forward.
But
Now Anne-Catherine Willer here placing herself underneath the basket, but the ball not being passed quite far enough, and Neil Montefiore trying to recover it here and can rip it out here from the Canadian clutches, but there's a couple of referees.
holding, free throw for
Holding. Wide free throw.
for Whites.
Canada. I'm surprised. I
Holding.
mean, if you
Wide
consider
free
the
throw.
amount of time that Austria has been now attacking the Canadian basket, I mean, 2-0 is an excellent result. I mean, they have been attacking like for 10, 12 minutes
Yeah.
straight.
And Canada
They- I
holding
mean,
on-
and they
Canada
ha- they
holding on
really
very
created-
well, and the defense
Yeah.
Canada holding
Yes,
out.
but also what I would say also it's something that maybe the Austrian
Now
girls could
good
improve.
recovery by Steffi Tomčić here.
Oh, that's going to be an empty
And
basket.
there's an
Great
empty
counter-attack.
basket.
Great
Fast
counter-attack.
counter by Steffi Tomčić. Moving in into the Canadian basket. She's a fast swimmer as well.
Goal number
Passing by the
86.
defender and the goalkeeper.
No, but I was going to say is like, it seems to me that when the Austrian girls are attacking, sometimes they are not putting all the attention on the ball, so it looks like they can lose it a bit easier than they should. So they need to, that would be something to improve. I mean, you know, I'm not criticizing, it's just advising.
No, it's okay.
But this is something that I know.
Denise Schmutz here now moving in onto the Canadian basket, trying to get a hold onto the goalkeeper from above, trying to push herself in there, but cannot get in quite yet. Now that's the call by the referee. 1 minute and 14 seconds to go. And there's the call from the referee.
Holding in basket.
Holding.
Wide
Holding in the basket,
free
wide free
throw.
throw.
Free throw, okay.
Holding in basket.
One minute and 14 seconds of this first time. 3-0 for the host of the championship. The Canadian
Yes,
team
I
playing
respect
with
the good
11
defense.
players. Okay, that also makes in this kind of championship a big difference. You have one more person or four more persons to switch. let's see. We have now the 36 coming in
Ooh,
counter
gotta get a
attack.
counter-attack
Also,
here.
the goalie just
Well done,
made it, the
Elisabeth Schwarz
captain.
here trying to move in, but the goalkeeper can get a hold on the ball, but she's trying to twist around and go again.
The goalie went too farther up the
Agnes
basket.
having to have her hands on the basket. The goalkeeper not able to retake positioning on the
Blue ball,
basket.
number 8.
Elisabeth Schwarz able to place the ball down, push it down to her.
Great
Just
pass.
the final execution here.
Yeah, the
Agnes
captain
Silvila.
had moved a little bit too farther away, was like swimming above
I think
the
she
goalie.
She pulled up Elisabeth Schwarz here.
She had
when she
moved
was
it
ripping the
before.
ball out.
She moved like in between because she was trying to keep, I think, the attacker of Austria away. Thomas here is like shaking, almost.
Energized. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here.
Oh, okay. Troll says, Stutrup says that your microphone is too low. I mean, I think you have to put it, yeah.
Is it better now?
That, yeah,
it closer to
or
my
I am
mouth?
yelling too much. Apparently I am.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, one microphone in general is a bit softer in the other. But also my voice is cracking a bit already. Now,
So-
quick pass here to Sabrina Scheuer, who is moving in immediately onto the Canadian basket, trying to push in from behind. But the defender getting a hold onto the ball here, number 10, doing very well. Diana Martinez trying to recover the ball, but Sabrina Scheuer able to pass the ball to the other side.
And that was another
And
very
another
quick
great
goal.
execution here. Steffi Tomschitz again from the opposing side of the basket. Good pass here onto the outside by Sabrina Scheuer.
Goal, 86.
And Steffi Tomschitz here with the final execution. Well done. And only 3 seconds to go here in the first half.
And 5-0 already.
And it's 5-0.
The last 2-3 goals happened much quicker than the first two. Let's see if now in the half time the Canadians can recover a little bit more. And advertising.
Okay, back here, halftime break. Austrian coach Jan Kindermann giving some advice here to his ladies.
What would you tell them? Oh, we have?
Yeah.
What would you tell them, Thomas, if you were the coach right now?
First of all, play a bit closer together. Don't spread out too much. Stay underneath the scrums. Try to get the balls and then move onto the goal immediately. Place properly in the corners, maybe on the left or the right side of the basket. And then have fun moving in and score.
And what would you tell Canada?
Canada holding on quite well here with the defense. Very hard for them to move up to the Austrian side and establish some kind of gameplay. So it's very tough. I mean, there are different strategies you could go for. If you just want to tilt the Austrians, you'd scrum the game away and try to hold on to the ball and disrupt them as much as possible. So if you want to go for a low-scoring game, and it's your initiative to just get out of this game with the lowest score possible, scrum the ball away. Get to the surface.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of rugby we want to see. We want to try to...
That's why I wouldn't give them
My
the
motto is attack is the best defense. But you're right completely in what you say. Tactically, sometimes, you know, the games don't turn beautiful because you have to do tactics that make it boring in order to rescue the situation. So it's okay,
But then on the other hand, you could test something out. You're over the 5 scores behind. It's very unlikely Canada will be able to recover from this. I'd say Austria will score here in the second half time, maybe 4 or 5 goals if they're playing properly, like at the end of the first half time, maybe even more if they can speed up the pace. Canada could try out some stuff. One of the objectives might actually be to have a good, stable defense underneath the basket and stop the Austrian attacks and have the attackers coming in from behind. So practicing a good and standard, stable defense might be one of the good objectives to go for here instead of scrumming the ball away. Have somebody underneath and try to start counter-attacks, get the waves out into the open,
and then back.
And then rotate back if you might lose the ball. So different things to practice here. The sole objective was just go once against the Austrians. But I think it's very tough to do here in this. We've learned at the Austrian basket once so far. So I think practicing a stable defense and then nice moves from your own basket outwards, rolling out with more than one player, supporting your teammates when you regain the ball here and regain possession. I think that's a good thing to practice a game with a team like this because Austria's strong forechecking, but not as strong as maybe the Norwegians or the Colombians who will press you down immediately and just rip the ball away and it's gone. So you get a little bit of a chance to practice moves like this and maybe get a couple of meters and maybe 1 or 2 passes off until the forechecking kicks in properly. So if I was the coach, I'd go for a good defense,
observation.
Moving outwards.
Oh, Katrin says that it's still too low, your microphone.
So, oh, that's very loud now. Is it better now? Too much Thomas. Jana Wodoraki Ogre.
Okay. We are about to start the second half of this game between Austria and Canada. We see the Austrian team in the screen. They're ready to start. And
why is Karin not playing for Austria? Good question. Karin is in the chat, so she might actually be able to answer you.
Did you report it?
I saw that some players were can you see who changed?
There was no change on the Austrian side.
Yes, there was. I mean, he's giving it now away.
On the Austrian side?
Yes. Like I think that Julia
Brauneck
is
came
inside
in.
exactly, and she wasn't.
I guess for Sophie Bartenstein, but maybe somebody else went out. Yes, Sophie Bartenstein went out. And
thank you,
Steffi Tomschitz also went out, and in for Anna Weberhofer.
Okay. So 2 changes?
2 changes, yes.
Okay, let's see what that makes. I mean, if it's a
Austria moving on to the basket of the Canadians immediately. Julia Brauneck positioning herself under the basket, waiting for a pass, but being scrummed away by the Austrians. Isabel Diem here trying to get the ball downwards. Bit of a misplaced pass there. And Weberhofer now trying to move forward. Canada's defense in place though now. So maybe their objective to defend as hard as they can. Ann-Kristin Miller and Sabrina Scheuer, and a good neckhold here onto Sabrina Scheuer. I think they will call the tag on the head, potentially. No goal.
No goal. Up.
Holding the basket.
Holding on the basket.
Holding the basket. I didn't see it, but it was
maybe somebody else. Maybe some other player holding on the basket, and just to keep hold
on
of
the other
position.
side.
Yeah, Karin Eisenhut, one of the strongest defenders for the Austrians, actually got pregnant a bit before
3 months before the
kind of 3 months before the championship. So good news for her, but bad news for the team. Still, congratulations, Karin. She'll be back playing soon.
So we have now Canada that have moved towards the middle of the pool, but it's not really finding a way to pass the forechecking. They should have to dive a bit deeper and be more present, and the station needs to be closer together if they want to kind of advance.
Mihan moving together with Isabella Diem, going for the counter-attack. Also Willi Meppers placing herself underneath the basket, but not yet a pass. Now moving in from the other side. Ann-Kristin Wille trying to get the ball towards.
Well, but the defender did a great job, the number 10.
And nice attention.
That was Diana Martinez that recovered the ball. Now is
Number 5,
Isabel
Bernard, trying
Bernard.
to move
I
up, but
mean,
ball recovered by the Austrians. Teresa Wihan.
and
Now
still
moving in again.
really
Quick pass outwards, Billing Evers
well
placing herself
recover.
underneath the basket together with Elisabeth Schwarz. Would be in a screen there, but nice attention here by the goalkeeper or defender coming in from the backside. Ooh,
Oh,
there's
no one. There's
there's
no
the
one in the back. Oh, just
Oh.
grab it. The captain. This is Rose Abry, and
Rose
she made
Evans,
it.
the last second recovery here for the Canadians.
But
And
this is,
then
you know, this
Rose
is the
Avery
kind of
holding on to the basket.
almost
to the
heart
ball.
attacks.
Daniela Neuntafel trying to find somebody to pass to, but nobody underneath her. Billing
There's
Evers now
no one in the goal.
going for the ball.
3
basket.
against 1.
That was called by
There
the
was
referee.
some, I think the one could be that it was pushing without
Yeah,
ball.
holding again.
Holding. I
Holding
didn't
onto the
see.
basket. I think there's somebody underneath the goal. It's not the one attacking.
No, it was
Rather
2 were in there,
plays
which is
under
a
the goal.
pity because it was 3 against
Yeah.
1, and you need to be very careful to commit this kind of infractions when you're in an attack like that. It's a secure goal, and you need to be more careful than any other
I
time
think
because
somebody's holding onto the bars of the basket, maybe to stay down.
yeah, but you know there were 3 against
Stupid
1.
mistake.
It's
Stupid mistake.
Yeah, because it's really
Number 93, now to attack here, now trying to regain the ball and regaining it for Austria. The Austrian defense still laying behind the basket, but moving forward. Sabrina Scheuer here with the quick counter attack. Denise Schmutz, the captain, now going forward together with Anna Weberhofer, trying to move him, but a kick here onto the ball, and but the ball recovered by the defender. Well done here by Chancy Marlene Trottier. Passing it forward.
we have
Yet
2.
again
Yeah.
attacked by Nausicaa Decker, but the pass for the
Great
Canadians
recovery.
moving forward yet again. Isabella
Isabel Bernard,
Bernard.
a strong player. I mean, we see her a lot intervening. Also, the number 10,
Canada
Diana
intervening
Martinez.
really well here. No goals scored for
Yes,
the Austrians so far.
Great
Now the counter attack here
from Diana
by
Martinez.
the Canadians towards the Austrian basket, and 4 minutes played already, and mostly in the half of the
And
Canadians.
Hannah
but
Hermansson
still
is coming.
No goals scored. Number 15, Elisabeth Girard-Vecina. But the Canadians moving the ball backwards, trying to circle it into run-off. Ann-Christine Milito with a quick attack onto the ball. She can pass it forward. Elisabeth Schwarz here going for the counter-attack. Now passing it on.
Oh,
And
there is
Elisabeth
2
Weiss
and
here,
a
and
was
there
in
a
an
good
almost
screen
empty
by Ann-Christine
basket.
Wille. Who's putting the ball in for the first time in the second half here for the Austrian ladies.
That's she
Nice-
has done few
nice
tours
fast
and
swing
Christine
here.
Wille
Yeah.
already.
Number 8.
She's one of the strongest forwards for the Austrian team. We're physically very well in shape, and also very friendly to bring us some delicious nuts and a water cooker for some tea.
Thank you very much.
Taking care,
Take care of us.
of our vocal cords here.
Okay, Canada, let's see if they can. But now they need the next station being
Number
straight ahead.
49.
I mean, not in the back and not
Emma
above.
Green
Exactly in the
trying to pass
opposite.
downwards, but being locked up by the Austrians. But good pass downwards here, down here now. And now they're moving towards the Austrian goal. And
Wow.
good hold here. Nice initiative by Chancy Marlene Trottier. Now the ball back into the ranks. Oh no, was nearly back
That's
to
the
the Austrians,
captain.
but Therese Vian couldn't hold on to it. Now
Rose
they-
Elizabeth.
Rose Elizabeth Avery again. Now number 93 for the Austrians. Nausicaa Decker trying to launch the ball, but ball
Oh.
dropping down and recovered by Teresa Wihan, the defender. Now moving forward, being attacked though from the Canadian from above. Number 42 here. The game moving towards the Canadian goal, yet the camera doesn't.
Please, can ihr oben? Genau. Thank you.
All right. Now Daniela Neuntafel underneath the basket for the Austrians. Passing the ball downwards. Good pass here underneath the goalkeeper, but she can't. Oh, I think there's a shoulder in the basket though. But couldn't quite push on. Moving out. Julia Brauneck here coming in. A good screen, but Julia Brauneck here moving in from the opposing side. Denise Schmutz here now receiving the ball. Never pass to the screen. But good positioning here underneath the basket. Still for the Austrians. Sabrina Scheuer trying to regain the ball here for the Austrians, but oh, well done here, intercepting the pass. She's going down again. Nice pass behind her back to Nausicaa Decker, who's not trying to come in from the backside, but being blocked away by the defender for the UWR here, number 42.
Goal.
And the goal scored.
Was that Julia that scored?
I don't think so. I think it's the other
44.
player. I think it's number 44. Daniela Neunteufel with the score here for the Austrians. Daniela Neunteufel, the wife of Matthias Neunteufel, playing on the men's team for Austria.
Who?
Matthias Neunteufel was on the men's team for Austria.
Okay.
It's another underwater rugby couple.
A few of them in our sport team.
Yeah.
So we have Canada in the middle field. They've done a couple of passes that was good, but now it's
Recovered by Ann-Christine Wille again.
was marked by 3 blue. You shouldn't have passed.
Yes.
They need
one
another
of those-
player.
It's one of those anxiety passes where you just want to get rid of the ball, not knowing what's
Yeah.
going on around you. Elisabeth Schwarz here trying to move in onto the basket, but very well done here by her. Keeping the ball going, moving down to Denise Schmutz, who's now trying to move the ball into the basket, and there's the score
Great
for the
goal.
captain.
I mean, she
Denise
really kept
Schmutz.
pushing the goalie away. Yep.
Yes. Forceful attack here onto the goalkeeper, good hold onto the hip. And you can see her moving her up and placing the
37.
ball into the goal.
Number 37.
Little bit of a stuttle here in the middle, but she was faking the first attempt, so the hand
Time
passes
out,
the ball,
five.
then moving in.
Timeout.
Timeout
Five.
for
Timeout for White
Canada. Again, it's almost half time. They have done it in the first time that they asked for a timeout when there were just 7 minutes left or
Jan
so.
Kinnemann hyping up the fans here behind him. The coach now getting together with his team. Canadian fans now being active in the back. US fans as well. Yes, but a good game so far again by the Canadian ladies here to hold on against the Austrians, defending really well. And it might have actually been the objective here, like we talked to about during the break, for the Canadians to just have a stable defense, have the defenders in place, have the forwards blocking the passes and disrupting the attacks coming from above. Standard defense, so to say. Attackers also have to take care of the players positioning on the left or the right side of the basket, so they can't get past to. But well done here by Canada so far. Canada though having a lot of
And they are
troubles.
doing better than the first half. They are in the middle of the field at least a bit more often than before.
Good
They still
ball.
don't really, and they arrive a few times to the Austrian.
Tossed out, but
like
still
now.
moving to a Canadian. But here recovered Anna Weberhofer, and now Theresa Wiehan going immediately for the counter attack. Ooh, nice move there. Passing upwards. Now Isabella Diem going for the counter attack. I think it's Ann-Christine Wille again on the other side. Number 8, and now
Nice
trying to push
pass
onto the goal.
combination.
Julia Bronick being underneath the basket.
Wow.
Ooh, close, nearly in, but the goalkeeper with a nice move here. Julia
Great
Bronick trying to
save
keep-
by the Canadian.
Oh, she dropped
goalie.
it down, thinking that.
No, you
ooh,
don't do
well
that.
done.
Oh,
So
okay.
Good recovery here
Yes.
for the Austrians. Elisabeth Weiss with the recovery for the Austrians. Theresa Wiehan not trying to move in, but being attacked by Canadian. Good movement to Ivana Wefer to come out and help her. Isabella Diem now moving back in underneath the back of the goalkeeper, pushing her up, and there's the score.
Yeah, that was, she just pulled it up like nothing. I mean, it was 3 of the Austrians.
Isabella
guess the
Diem with
goalie
the
was-
execution. Goalkeeper against goalkeeper.
91.
I think the goalkeeper was tired because he almost didn't put any resistance.
Or she expected some defender to be underneath there, not having so much pressure put onto her.
9-0 for Austria. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Canada trying to move forward, but
And
now to get
they
ripping the ball
lost.
away and then going for the counter attack immediate together with Billy Mervas. The defender not properly in position here, and the back of the defender not on the basket or either on the floor in the first place. So you could have passed the ball underneath, but then moving into the corner, nothing happened here for the Canadians. Canadian defense still in position. Now Austria trying to move on to the Canadian basket.
We can't see much on the other side, but now we
Denise
have
Schmutz here again. Coming in from above.
Wow, great
tossing the ball
job
from
and
above. Well done here.
moving the goalie then.
Again by the captain. And got a little bit of information here. In between, all the fans in the hall kommt zum Tryout die Sonntag, 20.10.2019 hier in Graz. Wenn du Unterwasser-Rugby spielen möchtest, 17:30 Uhr hier in der Austria mit dem lokalen Verein, dem STC Graz. Flyers also available here at the pool. Just a little shout out for the local team.
Let's see if we can
energize some young players here. Sadly, they can't hear us in the hall, so only the players watching the stream.
So now we have Austria recovering the ball, and number 22, this is Anna Beverhofer.
Alexander Hervé 15-1. 5 minutes to go, 5 scores for Austria. It's a very aggressive prediction here, but Ann-Christine Wille being placed well underneath the basket. Can execute.
Wow, great.
Yet again, well done here by Ann-Christine Wille.
Again, Ann-Christine Wille.
She's on fire today.
It is the 5th or the 6th goal, I think.
4 or 5,
yeah.
maybe, yes.
So 11 for Austria, 5 more minutes to go, and yeah, I think they will probably reach 15 scores if they continue like that. And you see that it's getting more difficult for Canada to defend properly. Yeah, it has been very tiring for them, being always on the basket, always defending, not being able to.
Jan Kindermann's father talking to him from behind.
They look like, it really looks so similar.
Yeah, they look kind of identical.
Yeah.
If Jan grew his beard, they looked identical. He had it like this once. Maybe to anger his father.
So we have Canada in the middle, but they are missing the station to continue
Trying to hold
forward.
on to the ball, number 29, Adriana Rodriguez.
And great job from Austria, yep.
Recovered by Austria, Elisabeth Schwarz here now moving forward. Between here by Elisabeth Schwarz to move forward now, pass. And trying to move in onto the basket, but the goalkeeper pushing her away. Set the number.
Emma Green just took in position. The ball fell to the right.
Down right now, Billy Evers with the recovery. And now trying to put away number 13, Hannah Hermansen. But now the defense of Canada back into position. When the ball dropping down, but Elisabeth Schwarz again with the recovery here for the Austrians. But doesn't have passing position yet. Now Zikedecker now.
Now we are in the surface. I can't see how the ball fell into the hands of one of the Canadian girls, and she's not having anyone to pass.
Nobody there to pass to, and the Austrians. Theresa Wiehan here with the recovery, and now Zikedecker trying to go in. Can she pass downwards to then Jeder Neunter is positioning underneath the scrum, but oh, nice pass here into the back. Billy Evers trying to push. Placing the ball underneath the Neunter.
And the goalie couldn't hold it any longer. She just left.
I think she wasn't even on the basket properly.
No, she just left. She was going. I mean, the other goalie was diving down, and the goalie couldn't. You know, she just left.
Yeah, she left the goal, seeing the goalkeeper coming from above.
Because
not knowing that there's an attacker underneath her.
No, I think she knew, but I would say that she was running out of air. That would be my guess.
Now 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Is the game clock not working? Game clock not working. Now it started. Tommy Epperson, aware of the situation.
12-0.
Veteran referee.
But, you know, Canada is first appearance at the World Championship, and Austria
really
too.
Well. And the Austrian women as well, actually, yes. But they were at the European Champions too.
Yeah, in Helsinki. So it's the second in 2 years.
But yet again, a counter-attack here. Number 93. Now Zikedecker going in together. But she couldn't receive the ball. Now Canada. But Denise Schmutz going for the ball carrier immediately, trying to rip it out. Ball dropping down, but nobody underneath it. And now recovery by Hannah Hermansen again. Now moving forward, Melanie McDonald. But the ball snatched away by Denise Schmutz again. The captain doing some work here for the team. Sabrina Scheuer now coming from behind, out of defensive position. Can't hold on to the ball though. Oh, the ball juggled around. Sabrina Scheuer still going, moving forward onto the Canadian basket. Now there's the exchange with the goalkeepers, but nobody underneath the basket. She can't quite push her up properly. Yeah, now it's in.
Yep.
Goal for Sabrina Scheuer. She wanted to do this alone. She didn't want to pass. You can see it. She wanted to score here as well.
18.
Oh, she didn't get the grip
1-8.
immediately onto the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper was grabbing a little bit, or it looked the green of the basket.
Yeah.
13
But she moved her, she just shoved her
Yeah.
and twisted her around rather than ripping her off the basket.
Yes.
Number 12 from Canada. Not 15 maybe.
2 minutes 30 left and 13-0 for Austria. Let's see if
Now,
Canada
going
can get
forward,
closer this time.
Adriana Sales de Boros. But Austria,
And, oh, that's a pity.
they're
Just
trying
right
to
there,
pass
intercept.
those passing
They need
attempts.
to be closer, yeah.
Yes, and closer,
And-
those
and
passings are really
always
risky. And Ann-Christine
lower.
Wille going forward yet again, moving on to the basket. Oh, a quick hit. Oh, that's a bit
That
of
was a
there's
little
the
bit
holding.
holding on
Holding Conlon. The referee
without
saw
ball.
it. A little bit of an advantage position. No, she was not in possession of the ball, but then holding, moving forward.
Holding. Blue free throw. Holding. Blue free throw.
Now back into the game. Billy Evers trying to move downwards, but being attacked here very well, but can't pass downwards to Nazi Kateka, who's moving on to the basket of the Canadians. Now Isabella Diem trying to come in from above. And yet again, Ann-Christine Biller being placed underneath the basket. She is looking for her executions here in this game. Ooh, another ball.
Oh, great
being still
recovery
in the
by
ranks
Canadian
of the
team.
Canadians. Well done here. I think Hannah Hermanson again, number 13 with the recovery for the Canadians. Ball dropping down to the ranks of the Canadians. Number Emma Jane Green moving forward. But Teresa
It
Vihan
takes too long
with
for
recovery.
the
Yes, the passes
next
take too long.
station to get.
Take a long time to just move the ball out of the football position here and under the armpit. Oh, but the ball dropped down. It's quite a common mistake here for some of the players if they focus too much on how to get a hold onto the attacker. And you can see those are those attack patterns. If you don't practice them a lot,
1
you
minute.
have to think about them. The muscle
Yeah.
memory is not there. And
It
you're
just takes
startling
too
for a
long.
moment. But now Julia Brauneck trying to move in, cannot place the ball in the basket.
That was
There
a
was
close
a little
one.
hole. Ooh, but well done here. Who was it?
Number 93.
Was it number 93?
Nausicaa. 95.
95.
Willy Merbas.
Willy Merbas.
65.
That sounds like a not an Austrian name. Is
Yeah,
it
she's
Turkish?
Canada move forward. 40 seconds to play, so the 15 goals might be possible here for Austria if they recover the ball very quickly, but it doesn't look like it right now. Lisa Vetrati trying to gain possession of the ball, but staying into the ranks of the Canadians. Number 32, Adriana Sales de Beros. And Austria trying to get the ball here away. And now Zikateka now onto the Canadians. And she can rip the ball off. Can she go for the counter? There was nobody there to help her yet. Moving in. Anna Weberhofer here together with Teresa Vihan. Now moving forward. The pass to Anna Weberhofer. It's only 6 seconds to go. Oh, this took a little bit too long. And this is the game for Austria. 14-0 for the Austrian women here in front of the home crowd against the Canadian ladies. Little bit of a slow start here for the Austrians, but then they increased the speed in the second half. 5 goals in the first half, moving up to 14 in the second. So the Austrians speeding up their pace quite a bit there, and the Canadian defense also maybe getting a bit tired here, being attacked all the time, always in defense.
Yeah,
But right now, the Canadians though defending against those Austrian attacks, holding them off
They did
time
a
to
great
time.
job, but
Really
you know,
great effort by the
eventually,
goalkeepers of the Canadians,
Yes.
who were time and time again saving them from being scored on. So well done for the Canadian squad here as well. Good job, everybody. And I think, what's the next game we're going to go into?
well, next game is, let me check the schedule. It's going to be Sweden, Denmark.
Sweden versus Denmark.
Still the women teams.
And we're now handing over to Janni and Deverell for the next game. 2 Nordic teams, Sweden, Denmark. Deverell has to come in his own dollar again. That's okay. Now the Canadian chants here. Austrian ladies happy with this victory, but Canada also. Smiley faces. Someone want the crowd cheering for the Canadians.
Great job from both teams. The next games today are US against Britain, Great Britain for the men, and Czech Republic against Hungary. Yeah, so I'm passing the microphone.
Interview booth, bitte. All right, we are now standing here with the coach of the Austrian team, Jan Kindermann. Quite a bit of the crowd still moving here in the background, chanting for the Austrian ladies. Jan Kindermann, going into this game, you kind of knew you were the better team here, expecting a bit to win what you've seen so far right now. 14-0. Very good result here. A little bit of a slow start, but then speeding up and pacing up in the second half. What did you try to do here in the game? How did you get your ladies into the game?
Well, first of all, this game was to make sure that we'd end up in the places 1 to 8, which was our goal initially when we came into this World Championships. So at the start of the game, even though we knew that we kind of were the favorite, I think we all were a bit nervous because this meant definitely reaching our goal. So everything from here out is going to be bonus, and yeah, we're going to enjoy every bit of it. We're in the top half.
Now, first, as you said, first appearance here at the World Championship for the Austrian ladies. You've been coaching them now for how long?
Some 5 to 6 years, I guess.
And you yourself, as a coach, gave up the playing position on the Austrian men's squad, being able to coach here for the ladies. So even a better feeling for you that your ladies are doing really well here with the first appearance. Now the next game up against Germany. Tough game to be in, German ladies. I think maybe a bit favored here. What do you expect? How do you go into the game?
Well, obviously German ladies are going to be a high favorite for this game, but I know that the German ladies will need a tough opponent to prepare for the matches to come in the upper half, and we're going to be the toughest opponent that there can be for them. And yeah, I think in this game we have nothing to lose. We only have to win. So each goal that we don't get scored against, each chance that we create is going to be a success for us. And we're going to try to play this game on eye level like it were an open game. And we're going to just try to keep an open game as long as possible. Yeah, everything after that, as I said, is a bonus.
Well, good luck to Jan. Now looking forward to the next games and have a nice World Championship.